Now legends, a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Watcher of Realms. Watcher of Realms is a really fun fantasy RPG that I've played a ton of over the past year.
You've played a ton of it, have you, mate? That's Black Myth Wukong. That's stolen. This is an ARPG that no one has ever heard of, Diablo 4. This creator is on 1.2 million subs. They're kind of a drama person. They're doing a video about Gerard the completionist being in even more trouble than he was this time last year. I am Couchcoop, by the way, and I hereby solemnly promise I will never try and sell you some BS sponsorship mobile game in my videos. If I ever landed a sponsor, it would be for a tangible product that I had tried and tested and was genuinely behind, not something that would waste your time as a video gamer. That is a low blow. Talking of low blows, we've got a guy here called QVC, XTC, XCX. There's loads of big streamers at the moment flexing what they're worth, and this guy's gone up against Kai Cenat, I think, who is the biggest. Anyway, I checked him out, checked his net worth out, anywhere between 50 and 500 million quid, and here he is moaning that he can't afford maids to tidy up his crap. These people are an embarrassment to me. They're nothing short of absolutely despicable human beings. They have no idea of how to handle the responsibility of their fame or their financial abundance. Some of you out there might be like me and are waiting for payday, which is after Christmas for this December, which is going to be quite tough. We're all going through the same thing, and idiots like that don't help the situation. Anyways.
Have a Merry Christmas!
Some poor sods just clicked on this like, all I want to find out is if Arc is working at the moment. There's good news and bad news on that. We're actually looking at patch 1.058. It's new, and it's given us my favourite, top 3 fave, let's say, map to play this game in. It's Extinction. It's this brilliant derelict dystopia with like weird new robot monsters in that you can mount, you can tame. There's loads of lore behind what's going on here, and there's like separate biomes as well. There's a desert, there's an Arctic section. It's just very visually rich and got quite a lot of new stuff in it for the Arc smorgasbord. VSync is on, so we don't have that screen tear, and that also carries through to the split screen, which we're going to look at in a second. What does Arc actually run at on a resolution front? Well, the jury's out on that. It's certainly not 4K. I think there's some tiling, super sampling involved because it looks a lot better than 1080 in places. It kind of jumps around. Unless they've hidden it up really well, there is no performance or quality mode toggles on this UI system. It's just that VSync. And look, bro, look at this. This, for me, is what gaming is all about. It's not about a gender-fluid main character. It's about a mechanical mutant T-Rex going hellbent on a beautiful, futuristic, dystopian landscape. Can I get an amen? So I do want to say, Scorched Earth and Aberration, we've had them both already and I've tested them on the channel. This one is one of the smoothest on just out and out performance. Considering what we've got in map, high buildings, loads of standing water and detailed plants all around the new and older structures, it's a stunning looking area to play the game in. I am impressed how it's not freezing up or dipping in frames whenever you sort of look at a whole group of dinosaurs or do a pan. Everything seems to cope, but that isn't something I've tested with a larger base or loads of tames. Remember, this is literally me day one having an initial look at this setup. The map has got this huge diamond safe zone shape in the middle of it, and it's cool because you can put a huge base up against an already built structure. There's a section which I used to call the promenade, which has got this massive like nucleus building at the end of it, and it's relatively safe. You get loads of room and it is still there. The issue with the new Arc is that it's put its feet in so many of the footsteps of the previous game, it barely feels like a sequel. It feels more like a massive remaster, but there's enough enough with this Extinction map to keep you interested, particularly the rework on the enemies and dinos within it. I'll never forget that E3 show when they were announcing the Ark sequel. It looked absolutely nothing like this. It had Vin Diesel in it, had all these tribes in it, different dinos. The whole engine was not recognisable. So I think fans of the series were a little disappointed to see this come out. But hardcore fans, like myself, just love this because it's the new engine. Everything just looks brighter, better, more scary and more detailed. Come on, mate. I will timestamp. Split screen footage, please. And yes, here we have it. It is running pretty damn good. Again, we have none of the issues that are affecting this game with the split screen. Stuff to do with the legible text when you go to that option menu, that UI screen. It is all still really difficult. To fix this, guys, if you are listening, try a vertical split. It will make the UI a lot more legible. You see this on loads of other games. By the way, I'm talking to the developers, not the audience, because there is no vertical option, which is just silly, because this game would work loads better, I feel, with that screen having a more spacious divide. You see it on Borderlands, and it totally works. So try as best you can to ignore the actual quality gameplay of this footage. We're just literally trying to find each other and survive in this damned new biome, which is pretty difficult in split screen. Sometimes the game will put you 900 meters apart. I did test the tethering, still the size of an egg, meaning you cannot wander away too far from each other. But if you've got it on split screen, that's kind of okay. You also get that on a non-dedicated server option. All of it is gone if you rent a server. I so recommend this method to play Ark. Full screen, everyone online, people can drop in, drop out, that map's live permanently. It's the way forward with this game. I have also spotted what I think might be a glitch. If one of you dies, it doesn't matter if it's player 1 or 2, at the same time, if you're both looking at that respawn map, the respawn button doesn't work and no one can get back into that map unless player 1 kicks player 2 or player 2 just leaves. Now that's something I really wanted to hit home, and this is how I use this split screen method on Ark. I never go to it for something important, like a big task, a big tame, something huge that's got to happen in the game, might be expanding bases, going to a new area. That I would do on my own with the full screen. If I'm building a base, maybe doing some menial tasks, I just want things to be done quick enough, or I'm in a safe area and I know that nothing terrible is going to happen, then it's a really good opportunity to get someone in to help you to get these things built quicker or gathered or cooked faster. I know that sounds very selfish and not really the way a split screen game should be played, but it's so difficult to get important stuff done with that horizontal split in this game that it's actually genuinely dangerous and you could lose some very expensive dinos or resources. But just to reiterate that point, that's the joy of the drop-in, drop-out system with the game. Someone might come in, they might leave. None of it disturbs you from what you're getting on with, other than everything getting quickened up because you've got literally another pair of hands. Now, I also have noticed some additional dinos within this map that come with the new Ascended version of the game, and that's really cool. That's very welcome. And this is a map I'm going to be throwing myself at between Christmas and New Year, because some of its later bosses, that desert biome, absolutely amazing stuff. It's some of the best looking, most dramatic landscapes of the entire Ark series. Just briefly back to that performance thing. When one person dies, the other player who's still in map on screen, wherever they are, top or bottom, has the most unbelievably good performance. Like, it's above 60 and feels so damn smooth. That's why I know this split screen is obviously chugging the system badly. There needs to be a performance mode toggle so that we can put that resolution down and give us some nice pegged frames when we've got two local co-op players. Bro, you know the developers, they ain't listening to this. You've got got more chance of hiring some mates than getting wildcard to pull their finger out. But finally, I'll swing back to my pro-arc stance and say that all this content is free. Scorched Earth, Aberration, The Island, they're massive pieces of content and they're very much enjoyable with two people as long as nothing important's going on. Look how smooth this pan is. If you watch my original videos of this game, when I was looking at the island, it was wibble wobble, jelly on a plate, okay? It wasn't even funny. Stop laughing. I'm off to look at some big name streamers, maybe donate something in their chat. I mean, why not? I think I'm going to get the Mother of All Helldivers 2 video out between Christmas and New Year with that new race in it. I was, of course, Couch Q, and I will see your festive ass down there.
Have a Merry Christmas!
The unsubscribed must be punished.